Hey, this is Mike Hobbs, and there's been a lot of things that have contributed to my success when in this home-based business industry. But I wanted to give you my top five personal development coaches, gurus, whatever you want to call them, because really these people shifted my business. Okay, I believe one of the most important things to really succeed in this industry is personal development. So what you put in your mind, the top five people you hang out with every day, right? So if you hang out with a bunch of negative people, then you better be listening to personal development every single day from people who make more money than you on top of that, because that negativity will bring you way, way down. So the top five people. Hey, number one, I have to give a good shout out to Robert Kiyosaki, mainly because I was in Iraq and I was just sitting there. I just got off tower duty, and I picked up that book. One of my friends was reading. I picked up that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and it really taught me to want more from my life, to get out of that quadrant of just slaving away and working for someone else. So I have to give kudos to him for getting my mindset out of this negativity and into wanting to own my own business. Okay, so Robert Kiyosaki was a very, very awesome one. Okay, another shout out to Napoleon Hill, who actually wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. Just over the last year, this is the first time I actually read the book. This in 2012, all the way through, and we've been going on a mastermind every day with that book, and some of the principles in that, obviously every single principle in that, you can almost think of it as your personal development Bible. Okay, because that really is the core principles and foundation to really having success. And if you look at everybody's personal development, you look at anyone who's ever been inspired, who has made a lot of money, I can name after name. They've always said, Think and Grow Rich was like their inspiration, or was one of the books that they've read. I don't know anybody who's been successful that hasn't at least heard of the book, or with not, applied the principles inside that book. Because even if they didn't read it, you can look at their life and you can look at what they're doing, and the principles they're doing, the principles they're following come from that book. It's really amazing. So I believe you should study that, very, very, very thoroughly. And we do it on a day-to-day basis. Okay. My third person, Jim Rohn. When I first got into network marketing, one of the very first CDs I listened to was How to Build Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. And he really opened my mind to different philosophies, like profits are better than wages. I can go on and on with Jim Rohn quotes and things like that, but he has been a very, very, I love him. He's funny. He actually put humor into network marketing, and he's built it. He knew what he was doing, and he actually passed away. So it's kind of a sad day when he passed away. But he lived a great life, and the beautiful thing about him passing away is his work will inspire people for forever. Isn't that amazing? Like some of the things some of these personal development people have done, their work, their books, their CDs, their audios, their legacy will continue to inspire others forever. Now that's when you have made an impact on this world, is even when you leave the world, your impact will continue to serve others. That's what's beautiful about things that Jim Rohn done, and Zig Ziglar and those other people. Okay, number four. I actually love Noah St. John as well. Noah St. John, he was the creator of Affirmations. A lot of you probably haven't even heard of Noah St. John, but he created Affirmations. Okay, now what that is positive why questions. Okay, so asking, instead of saying I am rich when you say an affirmation, you say why am I rich? And the reason I like this concept is because it gets your brain thinking. Get your brain thinking in what the answer is to the positive question you're asking. So instead of not believing it, because some people will say, I am rich, and not believe it. But if you say, why am I rich? Now your mind is thinking, why am I rich? And you start looking for the answer. So it's like Google search in your mind. And he actually turned me onto that concept. So I'm very, very thankful that he did that, because that's been a big impact in my life as well. And last but not least, Dale Carnegie. He's actually he wrote the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, in our business, network marketing, we have to, obviously talk with people, communicate. If you get to the point where we're at now, you use a little bit more automation, but you still have to, even in your writing, you still have to not criticize, condemn, people. And there's just a whole bunch of principles in that book that will help you deal with people and be on their good side, be able to influence them for the better, not to manipulate, but to actually help somebody. Okay, sometimes your communication, even through email or text or video or whatever you're doing, you've got to be careful with what you say or with how you handle yourself. So, How to Win Friends and Influence People, big book in my life. So those are my top five personal development that has actually helped me. Now, there's obviously way more. I'm actually part of a business that constantly gives us an inner circle audio every week that we can ponder and that we can utilize in our life, and we actually learn from people who make a lot more money from me. And that has actually been a very, very big impact on my income and my life in 2012 and beyond. So if you want to find out more about a prosperity team, click the link below. We'll hook you up with everything that we're doing and help you make money from home. So with that, have a great day. See you guys in the next video.